Hi guys, welcome to another video by AntiquesArena. My name is Walter O'Neill, and today I'm going to show you what's hot and what's not on eBay. I'm a UK reseller. I buy and sell from antique fairs, flea markets, jumble sales, charity shops, you name it. I buy things, mainly antiques and collectibles, and I hope to flip them for a profit. Now, I got two locations to sell. I sell either here in my antique shop in South Wales, or I sell on eBay. Now, today I'm focusing on my eBay sales. I've had quite a few sales in the last 2 weeks. My average sale price is about £30 per item, which is down on last month, but I've cleared quite a bit of old stock. Some really interesting sales, actually, to be honest with you. And we're going to go through them now. This is a new way for me to film. Rather than standing up chatting and splicing in photos, I'm now going to screen share with you. I'm moving on in the world with technology. So I'm going to screen share with you, and you're going to get to see all the items, and we'll have a look at some of the pieces in close up. I'll let you know if they were fast sellers and so on. Now, what you will find is my asking price and my sale price are two totally different things. Every single thing I sell on eBay on Buy It Now. Now, how do I determine my price? I go on, I look at sold listings, and I come up with a fair price from previous sales. If there's been 4 or 5 of the same items sold between £50 and £70, I'll probably pick £60 and then take an offer from there. Now, I know a lot of people don't like doing Buy It Nows because it comes across as desperate to them. It's not. It really isn't. I buy from car boot sales and things. I buy the stuff very cheap. If somebody else has sold one for 50, 60 quid and I put it up and I paid a £5, if somebody offers me 45 quid, as far as I'm concerned, that's a damn good result. So I'll tell you exactly what the item I've sold for. I'll give you close-up looks at the item. I'll tell you how long it's been up for sale. So shall we, before I get started and show you all my sales, I just want to give a shout to these again. Now, these are new in this week. I've had them made. They are stickers. They go on the back of your car, and they are on your window, on your boot, wherever you want to put them. And I'm giving them away free of charge to any of my supporters, followers. And I'll even ship them free. All you need to do is email me your address. My email will be in the description below. Really nice stickers, and it could be a way of saying thank you to me for the videos. But no obligation, guys. But I would appreciate anybody who wants to put them on their car. So, shall we get started with today's sales? I'll start this screen share up. You have to bear with me a second. This is going to go a bit funny. So there's our screen share. And we'll move across. So, we're now on our first item, which is E. Thomas & Williams Miner's Lamp. Now, this is a presentation lamp. And what do I mean by presentation? It was made. There you go. If you have a look at that, it was made to, for these people, presented December 94. Thanks for your help and support to Star. Obviously, that's going to be a company. Now, I sold this for £50. It was up for 60. So that's a fair offer. As you see there, E. Thomas & Williams Limited, Cambrian Works, Aberdeen, and then you have the number. Now, smaller the number, the earlier the lamp. This one's from the 90s, but these Thomas & Williams lamps, they really do sell well, guys. Okay, so if anybody wants look at the base there. £60 asking, I achieved 50. So that's that one. Let's move on to the next. Right, so we have a set of 4 Edinburgh crystal glasses. Now, one of these was chipped. All were different sizes. If you look there, there's a slight variation in the size, in the height. So these were a mixed lot. They are signed. If you look there, you'll see the Edinburgh signature. Made in Edinburgh, and it's like an acid-etched signature on them. But the pattern was quite a rare pattern. It's the Star of Edinburgh. So you have in the centre there, you have that star, and then you have little cut in between the cuts there. Now, I was only asking £20 for these, purely because one was chipped, and they're not really a set. They were just odd glasses, and I sold them within days. And I mean, literally 2 days of putting them up, and I took £15 on them, which is absolutely fine because they would have come in at £1 each. I don't know if I told you how long the miner's lamp was up for sale. It was about 2 or 3 weeks, something like that. It was a fast seller. Miner's lamps like this are always a fast seller, okay? If If you see any Thomson Williams lamps, buy them. Right, next we had a group of airline badges. And these are all enamel badges. Trans World Airlines. Now, I bought these in. Yeah, Trans World Airlines. I bought them in, I'd say, last summer. So I've had them a long time. And I listed them probably 6 months ago. However, the badges come in a box at car boot sale for £1 a badge. So they owe me a £5 and they sold. Bear with me a second. I don't know which way I'm starting here. They sold for £30. Yeah. And they owe me a £5. But they were a slow seller. But when you can pick badges and buttons and things like that up out of a £1 box, group them together, chuck 40 quid on them, that's a really good investment anyway. And obviously different things will sell at different speeds. They were Trans World Airlines, probably not as big a following as certain things. Okay, next we got a nice Kribska vase. So mid-century, 1960s, something like that. I'll show you the base. Don't know why this one's not zooming in. Oh, there we go. So nice mid-century vase. Now, this come in for a £5, probably about 4 months ago. So it's been a slow seller again. I was asking 30 and I achieved £27.50. So I achieved a very good price, very close to the asking price. It actually sold as part of a job lot with other pieces. Sorry, £22.50. It sold for, not £27.50. My apologies. Moving on, we have a brass bowl. Now, quite disappointingly, this bowl was in my shop for months. And I didn't have no interest. I got 4 butchers local to me. And I put it in the window, and this is a big, heavy, 4 or 5 kilo brass bowl. And I only had £35 on it in the shop. And I thought, a quick turnover. It owes me, brass bowl, it owes me a tenner. So I had £35 on it in the shop here, and none of the butchers around here were interested. I thought, there's loads of farms. I live in a farming community. I thought a farmer might want it, a butcher might want it. No, nothing. I put it on eBay. It's been on eBay for 2 weeks, and I took an offer of £45. Now, £45 versus the 65 is quite low, but it's still a tenner more than I was asking in the shop. It covered the fees I wanted in the shop. So I was disappointed that one didn't sell in the shop, but it was a fast seller online. This I absolutely adore. 18th century, hand-painted Worcester. This is absolutely stunning. Now, about 3 months ago, I went up to Malvern Flea Market up in Worcestershire, and I went on a Chinese porcelain expedition, just buying Chinese porcelain. And I stumbled across these, I bought 2 of them. I bought 2 plates for £5 each. And they turned out, when I go home, after a little bit of study, they turned out to be 18th century Worcester. Really, really nice pieces. I'll show you the back. I'm sure I got photos of it. There you go. There's the back of the plate. Unmarked, but clearly Worcester. Now, I was asking £145. Now, I based that off what other people were asking. There was no other plates on there, but other people were asking similar prices for like little jugs and things like that. Now, as I said, I had 2 of them. I put them up for £5 each. That's just for 1 plate. And it sold for £95 plus a £5 postage. So £100 they paid for the plate delivered. That was a nice little buy. It's been on eBay for about 2.5 months, 3 months. I put it on almost straight away. So, but where can you turn a £5 into £100 in 3 months? That's a really good buy. Now this one shocked the hell out of me. This was such a slow seller, and I used to sell these really, really well. We have a Persian table. Now that top there was probably about 5 kilos of bronze. All engraved. If we get to it. All right. You had battle scenes, you had everything. It was absolutely stunning. Really, really nice. Big, heavy lump. Now, the legs had tiny bits of bone or ivory inlaid in them. And they, as you see there was a little bit of damage. It lost. That was only a finial off the top. Now, I used to sell these £250 all the time. It only cost me a tenner down in Bessemer about a year ago. I put it up for £245. I'd had considerable offers over the year, and I never took them, which I should have done. And just to clear out, I ended up taking an offer of £125. £15 it cost me, sorry, not 10. I took an offer of £125, which was low, very low. It was pretty much half price, but it clears it out. I still made £100 on the item, and I can go buy something else, and that's not taking up a lot more room. Very slow seller, but do you know what? I'd buy it tomorrow if I saw it. Hummel. Now, these Hummel figures, really, I used to do really well. I used to get 20, 30 quid from, no problem at all. Nowadays, the ones you're looking for are the donut back stamps. So they got a circle raised up on the base, and they're the earlier editions. This one with the Hummel mark and the, well, that's the Goebel mark there. The Hummel mark will be on the back. If I come down, no, can't see it there. It should be there. Yeah, you can't really make it out. It's down along the base down here, MJ Hummel. You can't quite make it out. Anyway, I bought a load of these. They were like £1 or £2 each. They really were low. And I achieved £12 for this. This one is the Trumpet Boy. They got labels on the side telling you the names. You can always search them on eBay. Easy enough. Very, very, very slow sell. I wouldn't pay more than £1 or £2 for a Hummel figure anymore. Next one, we got some Worcester egg coddlers. These were on for 3 hours. Pretty standard. You got Evesham, you got Bournemouth, and I'm not sure what the middle one was. June Garland is in my description there. They're the 3 patterns. These are the second size, so they're like all like 2 eggs. £30 asking, achieved £25 in 3 hours. So there is still money in egg coddlers. That's as fast as a sale as I've had. This was absolutely stunning. You're talking 1920s Art Deco glass cake stand, or Lazy Susan, whatever you want to call it. Really heavy. Beautiful lump of glass. I'd call it depression glass, but it's not depression. But really, really nice. You had this diamond effect on the underside. Let me see. Oh, computer's freezing up there a minute. Right. There I go. I don't know why my computer's freezing up on that. Right, so anyway, £35 was asking. I achieved £30 plus postage. It was a very long sale. I paid about £6 or £7 for that. I paid £8 for that in Cardiff in the summertime. So again, it's been up for 5 months, but a good profit. These, my tip with you with these, well, I'll give you a tip on these now in a minute. These are a pair of barley twist candlesticks. They're probably 1940s, 30s. They've got the chrome tops, nice drip pans, and the open barley stem. Now, with barley twist candlesticks, the ones you want are the ones with the open stem. So you've got 2 spirals here intertwined with the hole in between, the gap in between. If they're solid barley twists, they hardly pull any money at all. You've got to have the open barley twists to achieve decent money. Now, asking price was £55. Price achieved, really strange price, £41.25. That was their offer. So I took it. They owed me £7. And again, they weren't a bad seller. I normally sell those at Christmas time. I'll put them on in December and they sell within a week at Christmas time. These I had, for some reason they hung around a bit. They've been on a bit longer, but £41.25 for £7, absolutely fine. Next one, we have a little school bell. Turned wood handle, brass bell. Now, this is small. The entire thing was only 6 inches tall. Original clanger in there. It's not as old as you'd think. This one's probably 1970s, 1980s. But I was asking £20 and I achieved 15. It owed me £3. Slow seller again, really slow. But again, I would buy it. The reason I still buy all the brass and that is because I had to buy it under scrap value. Brass, copper, bronze, it's all got a melt value. And if you're buying 5 or 10 kilos of brass in one, like that ball was 5 kilos at a tenner, I could have weighed it in for 15 or 20 pounds if I wanted of scrap value. So that's why I had to buy a lot of brass and things. Next one, bit of studio pottery. I don't do a load of studio pottery, but it was a lamp base, a bit of light in. It was quite nice. There you go. Zoom in. Now, it had a mark, which is really hard to see there on my photograph. Have I got a better image? No, I haven't. That was a poor image. I didn't realize I'd put such a poor image of the mark. Now, it's got brackets on outside and then like a diamond in the center with a dot. Now, I found it in my pottery book. It was Colin Kellam. And I searched comparable prices and they were selling anywhere from 25 to 40 pounds. So I put it up at 35 and I achieved 25 pound plus postage. Now, the lamp owed me a £5. I bought it in Bessemer in the summertime. It was actually only listed for about 3 months, which isn't too bad. Next, we have a World War I peace mug for freedom. Let's open this up. So we have a World War I freedom peace mug here. All the flags there. No markings underneath, no making, no nothing. Now, I listed that for £18 and it sold following day, so 24 hours. Really fast seller for £15 plus postage. It owed me £3. So I'm really pleased with that. Let me close a couple of these down because they're getting in the way. Bear with me. So there was the peace mug. Sorry about that, guys. There were just that many pages open up there. It was getting in my way. I'm freezing the computer up a bit. So £18 asking. I achieved £15, 24 hours. Absolutely fabulous. Now this is trying to be Art Deco. It's very, very modern, sort of 1990s modern. It's by Wade. And it's the Paradise collection. I should have turned that photo when I listed. One tip, always turn your photos when you do listings on eBay. Obviously, I haven't. But you can see there, the gallery collection, Paradise, inspired by the original 1930s Wade Heath designs. So they've copied their own design, but a hell of a lot later. And it's a Paradise pattern. I was asking £15, and I'm not kidding you, it's been up for a year. But the way I look at it, I buy the stuff, I list it. If it's good enough to be listed, I list it. I'm paying 12 pence a month after my shop free listings. So I have so many listings free running constantly on my shop, a few hundred listings. Once I've used those up, then further listings cost me 12 pence a month. That's been up for a year. So 12 12s, 144 pence. So £1.44 has cost me to keep that on there for a year. And it actually owes me £2. So let's say it owes me £3.50 and I sold it for £12. I'm still on a winner. That's why I don't care. I list the stuff and just forget about it. At 12 pence a month to list, it doesn't matter if it sits there for 2 years. Buy it. If it's good enough to go on, put it on and forget about it. Wrap it up in a box, code it, and move on and buy someone else. That's the way I work. So that was a good little buy. Slow, very, very slow. Would I buy another one if it was £1? Now this I bought just before Christmas. I'd say about November, December. I didn't put it straight on. I put it on just in time for Christmas. So it's been close on 2.5 to 3 months. Spectacular. Honestly, the quality of this cut in, and this wasn't a small, this is a celery bars, and it was a big, heavy, probably 2 or 3 kilo celery bars. Victorian or early 20th century at worst. Really nice quality. Unsigned, but stunning. I was asking £55 for it, and I felt it was worth every bit of it. I actually achieved £45. Now, I'm going to work my prices out on the next 4 items, including this one, because the buyer made me an offer overall. I sold 4 pieces to the same person. This was the first of them. Then we had a set of 5. They're all matched, matching. They should have been 6. They are standard Victorian glasses. I think these ones had a gadget tool mark. Yeah, there's the gadget tool mark. So that line would have another line coming across there. It looks like a letter T. That's called a gadget mark. And you find that on glasses from about 1860, 1880, somewhere over there, rather than a snap pontle or sharp pontle mark. So they were standard Victorian glasses, and I achieved around £25 for those. Not bad for asking 35. Then we had a Whitefriars ribbed optic vase. Really nice piece. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about, a pontle mark. Now, what they done there, they snapped the rod off after they blew it, and then they polished it smooth. So that's a polished pontle. You can see the big hole they've left of the dip in the glass. So that's a telltale sign for Whitefriars, and you can see this ribbon coming down here. Really nice vase. Whitefriars prices have fallen a bit, but I was asking 30 and achieved 27. So that was okay. And the final piece in the job lot, it came to £112 for the job lot. The final piece for the job lot is this Stuart crystal jug. Really nice bit of English crystal there. And there you go, a little acid etched signature, sometimes hard to find, but it is definitely signed. I was asking £20, I achieved 15. So the lady paid £112 plus £20 postage for the job lot, because it was a heavy package. Right. This was a really nice item. Anything Scandinavian, Swedish, Norwegian, Danish, anything along M lines at the moment is the hot ticket to have. Now, I priced this a bit high. That's why I've had it a while. I've had it about 7 months. And I did price it high. I bought it in off a trader. It came in to a trader in Splot, I think for £1 or £2. And I was down there on the day, and he was showing it to me. And I done a quick search on eBay, and I saw people were asking 70, 80, 90 quid for them. And achieving 60 plus all the time. So I done him a deal. I think it was either 25 or 35. Where are we? Danish teapot. Paid him £30. Paid him £30 for it. And I actually asked, bear with me, I was asking 95. So I was asking a fair price. I was probably top end on this, but I didn't really want to sell it that fast. I thought if I ask a good price, people will make me an offer. And it's by Nils Kalla, a really top end designer. Hard to read there, but he'd already identified it for me down on the boot sale. So that was easy. And you can see there the Denmark stamp there. Anyway, I achieved £75 for it, plus postage. So we're a million miles from it, and £30 into 75, I'm happy with that. This piece came in recently, I'd say within the last 2 months into the shop, and I paid a £5 for it. I put it up for £30. It's Ashworth's, it's 19th century, Chinese pattern. Let me get to the mark. There you go. Ironstone China patent. Done my little research, and it was Ashworth's. Let me see what I put in the description. Date-wise, where's the description gone? My billing address not there then. Hey ho, who cares? Right. Yeah, it doesn't say the date, but I think it was about 1840, somewhere over there. It was quite a nice one, but for £20, I'm absolutely fine with that. Next buy was an Empoli apothecary jar. Now, I've had quite a run on these. This was a baby version, very small. If you remember, I bought 3 of them from my local charity shops for about £3 each, £2.99 each. I put it up for £20. Now, the Empoli apothecary jars always got almost this circus top tent top like look to them there, like a big top. And I was asking £20 for it, and I achieved £20. Achieved full price. So that's absolutely fine. So if I come back to StreamYard here, remove that. There we go. So all in all, really, really good mix. Now, some of those items, to be honest with you, I forgot to even add. Others were really fast sellers, just on and out the door. Shockingly, egg codlers are really selling fast. And if you're willing to ship worldwide, they fly out straight away. Now, I ship mine UK only, but there are buyers that buy from overseas, have it shipped to a UK address, fill a container up, and then ship it out. So you could still sell UK only with the egg codlers, but they sell really well. I done a Royal Worcester skippity tail about a month ago for £40–45, and that came in for a £5. So egg codlers are selling at the moment, guys. So that's basically my sales for the last 2 weeks. As you can see, it's not a bad amount. The average sale price was £31. So happy enough, guys. I'm gonna leave it there. Please feel free to leave a comment on anything you fancied, or just a comment in general. If you've got something you're struggling to sell, feel free to leave a comment. If you enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate a like and a share. These videos I do mainly to help you, to give you an idea of what's selling at the moment. Even though it might not sell fast, it is still selling and is still bringing in a weekly income. Guys, thanks for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed. Let me know what you think of the new filming format. Bye for now. If I can ever end the broadcast.